Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to take you thrifting with me to the Goodwill outlet bins. So if you like this kind of content, I would love it if you join me here on my channel where I upload thrifting, decor, and DIY videos. And of course, you can always find me on Instagram at Nicole Northgarden. Here we go. The first thing that I saw when I went into the bins on this day was this giant green bowl. It was really pretty, but I knew it wouldn't match my things, and it was really heavy, and I didn't want to have to try to ship it. The next bin was kind of full of toys, so that's why I kind of walked past it. I saw this little pottery piece, but nothing special. Then I found this little teacup, which I thought was really pretty with the sunflowers on it. The bins on this day were what I call old. They had been sitting there a while, and you can kind of tell because the stuff gets really mixed up. Like here you see dishes and toys and books, and usually they're a little more divided than that. Like toys will be in one thing and books in another. This was a super heavy turkey platter. I couldn't even lift the thing. It was so heavy. I'm not sure how they would have charged that. If it were the one cashier, they might charge you 39 cents, but there's another guy who probably would have made you weigh it, and it would weigh a ton. I always get excited when I find boxes of Christmas things because that's how I have found a lot of my cool vintage stuff. But again, because the bins were old, I figured that the good stuff was probably gone, and I was kind of right. That little snowman head was cute. I know someone who's probably watching this who will probably talk to me about it, but I did leave it behind. Thought this was a cute little dishcloth. I get excited when I see coffee carafes because the coffee carafes and the thermoses are usually together in the bins when I have found them, but I did not find any thermoses on this day, unfortunately. This is a cute little piece of Corningware, but I actually have my Corningware from my childhood. It's the cornflower blue, so I left that behind. And then look here, lo and behold, do you see it? I saw the white lid first and I was like, ugh. And then it was this like slow, like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It's a blue and white piece of Pyrex. I was so excited about this. I was trying to keep the camera steady and take a picture of it, but I was really pumped. I found this taped shut shoebox, and a lot of times that's Christmas collections, but not today. It was some old toys. I found some vintage Hot Wheels that I thought were cool. And then here were some really pretty blue and white Royal Copenhagen, Denmark plates. This one is for Mother's Day 1972, and then the other one underneath it is Christmas 1972. Near the blue plates, there were lots of treasures. I found this vintage mirror. You can see in the background there was a lusterware plate. There were lots of vintage souvenirs, so it was a cool little section of the bins. I thought this was really cool. It looks like cornflower blue. I don't know if that's what it is because I didn't know that there were plates, but I thought that was neat. And then over here, that was an iris bowl, but this next bowl I pick up is the Hall Superior Quality. So bummed it was really cracked, but these bowls are just beautiful. Like you can feel the weight of them. They're just much higher quality than things that get made today. I thought it was really neat to see those fruit plates. I think they're a Mikasa pattern, and either my boyfriend or my friend's mother had those plates in the 90s, so it was fun to see those again. I loved this rainbow mug. It did have a flaw, so I did not pick it up, but these totally remind me of the 70s and 80s, so I really liked that. And here is from the Badlands, Dakota. There's a drugstore that everyone stops at on their way to the Badlands. It's called Wall Drug. And that was probably a collector's item. I probably should have picked that up. This was really neat. It was a pottery mug with a whale in the glaze. I thought that was so cool. but the handle was cracked. There were a lot of home interiors, vintage home interiors pieces. Is it Homeco or Homco? I never know. But either way, there were flowers and mirrors. I have sold some of those on Etsy before, but these were really yellowed, so I left those behind. It's a beautiful miniature painting. I love miniature paintings, but it looked like it had gotten some kind of either sun or water damage to it. Okay, here in the next bin, see if you can spot it. Oh my goodness. I found 2 knee hugger elves marked made in Japan. So pumped. I knew once I found the first one, I knew I needed to dig a little more carefully in this bin. So I found the second one and some other treasures. Thought this was a really cool pickle jar. I mean, I don't even think it's old, but I just thought it was neat. I thought these were really pretty. Most of them were damaged, but it is Johnson Brothers. I think it says Happy England. Yeah, really pretty. I saw these vintage boxes and I got excited because anytime you see vintage boxes, you know, it could be a treasure inside. So these are little dove napkin rings. You can see that one. It looks like there's a flaw on it, but it looks like a flaw maybe when it was made. And they're all 4 of them. I'm not sure they were ever used, but they were in really good shape. You know, I've been keeping an eye out for these Homer Laughlin dishes. Homer Laughlin, is that how you say it? With the white, with the gold trim. So that was a cool find. So this little piece of silver, that was neat. It's not sterling or anything, but it's pretty. I think it's a gravy boat. There's a cute little sloth there, but I don't touch the stuffed animals if I can help it. And then I just kept digging and I spotted another of those vintage boxes. So I opened this one up and it is 4 place card holders. I thought those were so cool because you don't really see place card holders very often. Near the place card holders, there was this gray bag, and when I looked inside, I saw a Homer Laughlin lid that matched the dish that I had previously found. And then I was like, oh man, the dish that goes with this lid has to be here somewhere. So I started digging a little more slowly and a little more carefully to see if I could find it. While I was digging, I found these little die cuts, probably from the 80s or 90s. I definitely recognize these. I thought they were so sweet. And in the next bin over, I spotted another gray bag and I thought, oh, this has to be it. And sure enough, there it was. But unfortunately, the bins had gotten the better of it. It was broken, but the pieces were in the bag. This was a little ceramic, I guess like a Day of the Dead lamp. Here was a bag of vintage linens. This is often the way that I find linens in the bins. I think people must like just donate their collection, like take out from their dining hutch or whatever. But I went through them. They were all in really good shape. And here's my little bit of bins regret for the week. I found this really cute egg with a bunny on it, which was adorable, but it completely distracted me from that cute little figurine there, which looks like a boy and a girl. Probably some paint loss, but I totally could have fixed it and used it in a Valentine display. So sometimes you just don't see things until you come home and edit a video. Okay, I hope you enjoyed thrifting along with me. I will post my haul video from this bins trip on Sunday. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.